Hello guys, thank you for watching this new video, the mate in 2 number 7. The concept is really simple. I will show you a diagram. You have to find a mate in 2 and I show you the solution. So you can stop the video and try to find this mate in 2. Maybe you feel that it's really easy, but in this diagram I have two questions. First, find the mate in 2. But the second question, it's a little bit more complicated. In this position, are blacks allowed to perform a long castle? That's a really difficult question. So if you search for the solution, you find easily rook f7 with the aim to put the rook on f8 and mate. Okay. If the king moves to d8, rook f8, it's mate. If the rook moves to the a file, for example, rook a6, you have two different checkmate. Rook f8 because the f8 square is protected by the white king, and rook b8. And if you move the rook on the 8th rank, for example, rook d8, you have two different checkmate, rook f8 or rook e7. If the rook moves to c8, rook f8, it's mate. But in this position, if black perform a long castle, there is no more mate. But in this position, are black allowed to perform a long castle? The answer is no. And now you have to find why black can't perform a long castle in this position. It's white to move, so the last move was performed by black. Which move? If the previous move was a rook move or a king move, the black are not allowed to perform a long castle. This is the standard way to know if black can perform castle or not. So the last move should be a pawn move, not the g pawn because it's on the initial square. So maybe h7, h6. But if the pawn was on the h7 square, how the white king go to g8? If the pawn didn't move, the only square is f7, but f7 is protected by the king. So the only way for the white king to go on g8 is to move via f7. So that means that black king already go to d8 and go back to e8. So black are not allowed to perform a long castle in this position. This is the reason why white mate in 2, because in this position we have only a rook move possible or king move, but rook f8 it mate. In case of g6 or g5 or h5, there is the same mate with rook f8. An easy one, but a question difficult to answer. It's in this position, are black allowed to perform a long castle? The answer is no. So the mate is f7 with the aim of rook f8 mate. Thank you for watching this video. Don't hesitate to subscribe and to like the video. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.